Welcome to the tutorial, How to Interpret the Detail Requirement Evaluation for Undergraduate Students in CougarNet. Today we will go over many of the examples you may come across while reviewing your Detail Requirement Evaluation. All undergraduate evaluations are comprised of 7 parts: header, general education, major, minor if any, unused courses, GPA, hourly checks depending on the major, and transcripts. If you have any other questions or need further explanation, please contact your advisor. Let's begin detailing each of the areas you will see in the undergraduate evaluation. The header provides information about the particular student's degree audit, like student's name, program, college, degree, level, majors, minor, concentration if any, catalog term, evaluation term, request number, result date, overall GPA, and transfer credit. The expected graduation term is a system-generated calculation used in the transmission of an enrollment information to the National Student Clearinghouse. The term listed here has no bearing on your actual path to graduation, nor is it taken into consideration when you run a degree evaluation cap compliance. We can tell very quickly by the header section that Casey Cougar ran an evaluation on the Arts and Science BS program, majoring in biology, and has a catalog term of fall 2010. The request number 52 is used as a reference number in previous evaluations, so you or an advisor can quickly access the degree evaluation you have ran. As of right now, Casey has 46 hours counted toward her 124 hours the university requires for graduation. However, individual programs may require more than 124 hours. Of those 46 hours, 28 hours she has transferred into SIUE, and the other 18 hours are that she has currently pursuing. Since she just started the program and does not have any SIUE courses graded, she currently has a GPA of 0.0. Remember, transfer coursework does not calculate into any GPA in the evaluation. Once her courses are graded and she runs a new evaluation, her overall GPA calculation will be displayed here to be compared to the minimum 2.0 GPA required by the SIUE to graduate. Again, individual programs may require a higher minimum GPA in order for you to graduate. Those requirements will be listed further down on the evaluation. All undergraduate evaluations are comprised of areas, groups, rules, and courses. Areas may have groups associated with them, or areas may have courses and rules. Groups will have courses and rules associated with them. As we begin to scroll down on Casey's evaluation, we come to the general education section. Depending on your student record, the general education section may display different areas. For example, honors students will see honors general education areas. Some students with a prior undergraduate degree will see a senior with degree area, and some students, like Casey, will see the standard general education areas. The first area in Casey's standard general education section has a title of GE Intro for Biology. The entire area requires Casey to complete a total of 15 credit hours. Next is the area description to help you understand exactly what needs to be completed in this area. Below the area description are column headings for an area with groups. These headings are met, condition, description, required credits, required courses, used credits, and used courses. The first column, met, indicates if the requirements are met or not. The condition column indicates what connectors are used to help specify how the requirements relate to each other. The 2 connectors you will see in your evaluation are the AND connector, which indicates that both requirements need to be fulfilled, the OR connector, which indicates that the group, rule, or course will be fulfilled when either requirement is present on your record. This means that Casey must complete one of these 3 groups: option A, or option B, or option C. In the description column is the group titles that are listed after this area. After the description, you will notice required credit column and required course column. These 2 columns are detailing how many hours and/or courses you need to complete to meet the particular group or requirement. The other 2 columns, used credits and used courses, are totals of credits and courses used to fulfill that specific group. As we can see, this area is comprised of 3 groups. Option A, choose 1 Fine Arts and Humanities course, 2 Natural Science and Mathematics courses, and 2 Social Science courses. Option B, choose 2 Fine Arts and Humanities courses, 1 Natural Science and Mathematics course, and 2 Social Science courses. Option C, choose 2 Fine Arts and Humanities courses, 2 Natural Science and Mathematics courses, and 1 Social Science course. Just like the area, these groups have group titles, total credits, and group descriptions. Below the group description are column headings. These column headings are the same columns that are listed when an area has rules and courses associated with it instead of a group. They are met, condition, rule, subject, attribute, low, high, required credits, required courses, term, subject, course, title, attribute, credits, grade, and source. Listed on the left-hand side of any area and/or group are the individual requirements that you must satisfy. These individual requirements are referred to as rules and/or courses. The unmet rules may have text listed under them to guide you on what exactly needs to be completed to satisfy that specific rule. Once the rule is met, the text will disappear. Any unmet courses that are individually listed have a built-in hyperlink. The hyperlinks will take you to the course catalog for more information on that specific course. These course hyperlinks will appear in blue text until the course is met. Once all your requirements are met, the overall area and/or group will be listed as met. As you complete courses and run a new evaluation, the evaluation will populate the coursework that satisfies the requirements on the right-hand side. Just like Casey's Chem 121A course, the degree evaluation tool will use the registered courses to meet requirements because it assumes you will pass the course. If, however, you do not meet the minimum grade needed for that requirement, the degree evaluation will reject that course for the requirement next time you run a new evaluation. The next area in the general education, GEDIST for biology, is an area Casey has met. As you meet the requirements, the MET column will display a yes next to the satisfied requirement. Once the requirement is met, the evaluation will list the term you took the course in, the course subject, course number, course title, attributes used to meet the requirement, the credit hours the course was worth, your grade, and the score. For example, Casey met her DFAH requirement with Art 202C Foundation Studio for 3 hours with a grade of an A. The T in the source column stands for transfer, which means Casey transferred this course to SIUE. The source is where your record is pulling this information from. Some of the acronyms you may see in the source column are H means history and pulls from your SIUE course history. R means that you are registered for that course and pulls from in progress course and registration. T means you have transferred this course in from an institution outside of SIUE and pulls from your transfer course history. The areas that do not have groups associated with them, like the general education distribution area, has a calculation for total credits and GPA for that specific area. Also, at the bottom over every group, there is a calculation of total credits for that specific group. After all the requirements are met in that area or group, the overall area or group will be marked as met. The last 2 general education areas are General Education Core and General Education Option. After the General Education section's the Major Required section. The Major section details the major requirements. The requirements will differ depending on what you have declared as your major and your catalog term. The catalog term reflects the requirements for that specific major from your catalog year. Casey's biology requirement area is a great example of how you can identify which courses she has met and which requirements she still needs to pursue. Casey has met her Bio 150, Chem 121A, and Chem 125A requirements. She still has a few more before the whole biology requirement area is met. The next section you will come to is minors. This section will only be listed if you have declared or chosen minor in the what-if analysis. Just like the major area requirements, the minor requirements will differ depending on the minor and the catalog term you are declared. As you can see, Casey has not met the requirements for the chemistry minor. As we look further into that area, you can quickly notice that Chem 121A and 125A requirements have yes listed under the met column, and a few more before her minor is marked as met. Following the minor area is the unused course section. The credit not used in areas above area is a list of courses that could not meet any of the requirements listed in the general education, major, and minor sections above. With approval from your advisor and department, these courses may be used in substituting for the requirements listed above or even used as general electives. Casey does have some transfer courses that do not meet any of the requirements listed in this area. If you have transferred credit to SIUE from another school, you may see courses like this used throughout your evaluation. These courses listed with 1XX, 2XX, 3XX, and 4XX are transfer courses that did not have a direct equivalent SIUE course. The title of these courses will state the course's external title. Also, courses with the subject of TRF stands for transfer and the subject could not be identified. These again are courses that do not have direct equivalents at SIUE without further review from your major department. The check section is the next area you will come to. This portion of the audit is dedicated to the different checks that are either required by the department or the university. Some students may not have any checks. However, Casey and any student in the Department of Biology will see 5 checks to track their progress through the degree. These check areas can range from a GPA check to achieving senior status to even completing a specific number of hours above a certain course. When reviewing a GPA check, keep in mind that you have to complete all the rules, courses, and keep your GPA above the specified GPA minimum for the entire area to be marked as met. However, if your GPA is below the minimum GPA requirement, the area will remain not met. For example, if Casey has completed the 12 hours above Biology 319 but has a GPA for those 12 hours of a 1.89, the individual rule will be met, but the overall area Biology GPA 12 SIUE hours greater than 319 area will not be met until her GPA is a 2.0 or better. The final section is called Transcript. This area lists every course that you have completed and or transferred in. The first rule, 60 hours requirement, is verifying that you have completed 60 credit hours at SIUE or at least 30 from a senior institution and 30 from SIUE. The other course rule will list all transfer courses and SIUE courses you have completed. It will only start listing SIUE courses work once the 60-hour requirement rule is met. At the very bottom of every evaluation are hyperlinks to take you back to display options for this evaluation. Also, there are hyperlinks for viewing previous evaluations, generate new evaluation, and performing a what-if analysis. These links will allow you to continue utilizing the Degree Evaluation CAP tool. Thank you for joining us today as we showed you how to interpret the detailed requirement evaluation for undergraduate students in degree evaluation on CougarNet. For more information, please visit us at www.siue.edu/registrar.